Hello, this is Data Applications for Educational Technology, MED 515, and I am Kimberly Hilton Lawson. For this week's discussion post, I will be focused on immersive learning environments, which are essentially 3D interactive spaces. What we call, I'm not sure if any of you guys ever heard of Roblox or even The Sims. So both of those that I just named are basically online gaming systems. Roblox, I discovered, not I, my children used to play Roblox, and I always wondered, like, what is this? So, Roblox and also Sims, The Sims. So, The Sims, I think I was maybe exposed to that maybe 10 years ago. My daughters at the time played The Sims, and I used to sit back and, of course, watch them play the games and wonder what in the world is The Sims. So The Sims was basically an interactive game where you could, build your person, you could build your home, you could build your city, um, just basically building a live person, online. I was exposed to immersive learning years ago at a technical school, and it was doing a medical simulation. I was in a medical class at the time, and of course back then I didn't necessarily know the term, which now we know as immersive learning. I just thought, these were simulations, we had to complete them in order to finish the certificate that we were actually going to school for at the time. So all three of the ones I just named were basically virtual. You complete them on a laptop. At the time, that training was actually on the desktop in the college that I attended. So basically, these type of simulations, they're designed to let learners experience content instead of just watching it and reading it. So you think about online learning, you're thinking about reading through chapters, reading books out of libraries, maybe an article here and there, and answer questions. But this type of simulation, you kind of you learning hands-on, even though your physical hands are not touching it, your mental hands are actually touching and learning as you play these games, or just the simulations that I just spoke about. So they blend live tools like chat or audio with self-paced elements like modules or embedded activities, creating a really engaging hands-on learning experience. So some of the embedded activities that I often think about and remember is when doing The Sims, my kids were, they were, you call emergency workers. So they will have ambulances, they will have helicopters. So they could build whatever they want to build at the time. I'm not sure how that game operates in current stage, but I just remember years ago that was one of the things that they used to enjoy playing. So like I spoke about, I already was exposed to immersive learning, but definitely didn't know the term at the time. So immersive environments are connected to Web 3.0 and virtual worlds, but basically, like I spoke with a few minutes ago, at the technical school I attended, I was exposed to immersive learning, and that's really the only time that I could think of in my career, in my lifetime, that I've been exposed to it outside of the game, seeing my kids play games or whatever. I haven't used them at my current organization any that I can recall, mainly because of, I just don't think that our organization is there yet. It's not because of any barriers. It's definitely not because of financial barriers, or it's just that something that, leadership have not decided the path that they're going to take as of yet. So anything can change in the next couple of months or a year or two. So in my organization, I think that immersive learning could definitely benefit the company, especially doing like new hire orientation, any type of safety training, or any type of learning that you're actually not having to sit behind a laptop or a desktop and not having to click through slides. So like I said, it can definitely help with the new hire orientation. You can talk about some of the key features of the organization. You could talk about safety checks, safety points. So just anything that organization think that will benefit the actual employees as a whole, I think could be built into some type of immersive learning training program. I believe that it would be more engaging for employees, not having to attend, monthly training sessions or yearly training session. And for cost wise, it could definitely help a company to save money. Many organizations, they fly their employees out, maybe have to go for a week of training. So these type of trainings could be done in-house or maybe done in the leisure of the employee's actual home itself. Instead of having to spend, thousands of dollars, flying out to conferences or room and board, of course, with food and fuel and all the other costs that are associated with, training outside the actual workplace. Curriculum designers and stakeholders are often motivated by the promise of a higher engagement and better retention and basically more realistic practices, opportunities like I just spoke about. But, it could be some obstacles that a company may face, not necessarily my organization, but some companies may not have the resources for equipment. Like you need the laptops, you need, if you're not going to use the laptops, you might need some type of iPad or tablet or desktop. So those could be some of the, things that could get in the way of a company that definitely wants to go that way, with immersive training. Of course, technical support, you always need IT in case a system goes down. So that type of support companies definitely need to think about. And accessibility, having a space that, employees need, a quiet, clean space there where they're not going to be easily distracted with people coming through or going. So those are some of the things that companies need to actually think about before they go this route as well. Immersive environments can improve memory, it can deepen cognitive processing, and increase learning motivation because they create a sense of presence and realism. And of course, not dreading going to sit in a computer lab for an hour each month. When learners feel that they're inexperienced, of course, they tend to stay focused and retain more information